Highlights.
Welcome along to the plate final of the inaugural Century Foundation National Touch Series, and it's Manawatu in the green, running from right to left against Wellington in the plate final. Mel, welcome along.
Yeah, this should be an interesting one because with the plate final, these two teams, probably their defence isn't quite as good as some of the other sides in the final, so we might see a few more tries.
Yes, as we see there, Manawatu getting over for the first touchdown of the match from the initial set of 6 there. They lead 1 touchdown to 0. These teams played earlier today in Group 1 of the round robin competition. Wellington came out winners there, 8 touchdowns to 3, just pulled away from Manawatu in the end. It was 2-2 for quite a while. So you see Aggie Deans there getting the intercept for Wellington. And probably one thing that's let Wellington down a little bit today has been their intensity. They haven't been as intense as one would have liked, and certainly their coach Grant Edmonds would like to have been a lot more intense than what they have been today.
Mind you, with this mixed tournament, we don't get to play high-quality tournaments like this very often, so the players wanted this, which is why the NTS has been brought into play. And as they go on, this Wellington side, the Manawatu, will improve.
Yeah, they certainly will. It's the first time for a lot of the teams. The Bay of Plenty team obviously is a specialist mixed side, and they've brought their specialist mixed team here to this tournament. But for the teams such as Wellington, they've got a lot of men's open players and some women's open players, as do a lot of the other teams here. So really, this first round, I guess, has been a filling out process for a lot of the teams, and they'll head up to the second round in Palmerston North next week. A lot more wiser and hopefully with a lot more knowledge of their own players as well as the opposition's play.
It's pretty good yardage play there from Manawatu, and you can tell they use the female players often to do a lot of the driving and the yardage work, and then the males are in the middle doing the attack. Yeah,
well, it's all about sharing the workload around, and you can't ignore the ladies out there. They take up half of the members of the team, and one of the keys is to getting them involved in the play as much as you can, especially on the yardage sets. Wellington have a very good player in number 2, Renee Tomato. As we see Daly Harper there, the number 7, great speed. Had the ball put into a gap there for him. And great piece of work there by Daly Harper. Get the score back to 1-1. It's been a long, hard day for all these teams. It's their 5th game today, and it's their 5th game of hard, fast, expensive touch, Mel.
Certainly is. It's great to see 15 minutes a half, so it's shorter games, plus with the subs rolling pretty well. But by the third tournament in Auckland, I'm sure that these guys will be used to full-on touch. They have been playing touch most of the summer, though, haven't they?
Yeah, they have been, and for the Wellington team, they've been in training. We had our own zonal competition run up out of Wellington, which was for our elite-based players there to choose our NTS team. So it's not like they haven't been used to some hard touch. But once again, this takes it up to another level. And it is 5 very hard games. We see John Larkins there driving in for Daly Harper on the scoop. Then he's getting outside a player. Still dummy half, though. Needs to find some space. And he does find support there in number 8, Pamukahu, who was named one of the zonal players of the tournament in the Wellington Zonal Challenge. Great work there, Daly Harper. Shooting out from dummy half. The ball set up by Richard McKenzie. And Pamukahu gets in there. Wellington lead 2 touchdowns to 1 in the plate final.
Well, we mentioned it before, Jason. There might be a few more tries in this game, and certainly that's what's happening with just a scooper being able to break the defence.
Yeah, also the players are obviously going to be a little bit tired at this point of the day. Their 5th game, so you'd expect to see a few more open spaces there. And as I said before, Wellington did beat Manawatu 8 touchdowns to 3 in the round robin, so they've probably got a little bit more on attack. Well, some great work there by Manawatu, and that is a great touchdown. Here goes Wellington looking to drive out, get some good yardage play. Harpy on the left, down for Viss. Back to Harpy again, back inside the Viss. Back door here, John Larkins. Oh, he was cut off there, and that really was a pass that should not have been thrown. Yes. Good defensive work there by Coker.
Yeah, Manawatu just have an extra player up in the middle of the field to cover if they try and go 2 out on attack. It's excellent defence.
Good step there by Marshall. He's trying to put the defence off. He drives forward again. McGrath and Marshall working the middle, trying to find some room. Drawing Larkins out. He makes the touch, pulls back to the left.
Good, now 1. You're in the 5, roll out.
Kawai now with the ball in the middle.
4, scoreline, both feet 8. Now, good.
Back to Marshall. Marshall looking for the dive, and he's made it. He's got there. Manawatu hit the lead here, 3 touchdowns to 2. Richard McKenzie within the 5. Picks the ball up, looking for a hole runner. Ned Walters there, unable to get there in time. Manawatu now just looking to drive the ball out hard.
Good idea from Wellington, throwing the ball to the space, because certainly they'd kept their width once again and the hole was there. So it's a pity it didn't come off, but Manawatu, once again, good yardage. They're doing well in that aspect of the game.
Yeah, they are. They're putting lots of pressure here on Wellington. That move that Wellington put on is one that has worked for them today. They've scored a number of touchdowns through it, but there's another mistake, which really must have the coaching coordinators of Grant Edmonds and Johnny Poon are really pulling their hair out. Simple mistakes and errors like that don't help in the cause. Manawatu leading Wellington 3 touchdowns to 2. Working hard on the Wellington line. Pulled Yonke out. Big step off the right foot. He's found space. Just looking for... And yes, looking for the support. And the touchdown scored. Oh, great work there by Heller.
Yeah, he really worked hard to get there, didn't he? With the scooper came through, gave a bit of a dummy, and Heller straight through for that try.
As we see there on the replay, great work by Kawai. Looking for support. He was in that in goal for a long time. Took over to the right-hand side and finally found Heller in support. And Manawatu take their lead out by 2, 4 touchdowns to 2. Wellington really need to hit back shortly. McKenzie now, Viss, Aggie Deans, great drive. Oh, it seemed a forward pass. Another error by Wellington. Really, it's not the level, not the quality of touch that you'd expect, and certainly the players will be very, very annoyed with themselves. Having said that, they are only down by 4 touchdowns to 2. They will need to get one back very, very quickly. Manawatu looking for some fancy work there. Black with a pass between the legs. He takes off again, cutting in the back door. There's the number 11, Marshall for Manawatu. Left Wellington short there. They extend their lead, 5 touchdowns to 2 here in the plate final of the National Touch Series. Great work there on the replay. Just strolling across the line. Lewis Marshall, the try scorer for Manawatu. George Albert Yonke calling. Ned Walters behind there. 2 of them working together. The 4 and 9 for Wellington. Yonke, Walters with the ball. Working for Yonke. Gets the ball back, Walters. Tries to step. Touch is missed, and Walters is in for the touchdown. Let some better work from Wellington. Ned Walters, number 9, the scorer. Wellington hit back 5 touchdowns to 3. Ned Walters diving under. So we see Walters and Yonke working together. Walters with the dump, steps to the right. Yonke with the quick ball and step off the right foot. Beats the defence there of number 9, Kawai for Manawatu. Walters in for the touchdown. Manawatu leading this plate final, 5 touchdowns to 3.
We're getting towards the end of this first tournament. We've had the plate final now, just one match to go. But I want to introduce you to Liane Hawani, who is the captain or co-captain of the Touch Black women's team. So, why are you playing mixed?
I just really wanted to be a part of this elite competition. It's a brand new thing for Touch New Zealand, and they decided to go with the mixed concept, so that's what I'm going here to play.
You obviously enjoy the mixed concept, and a lot of people do, don't they? Because it seems to be getting more and more popular.
Yeah, it's something new for me personally. I always play women's, but mixed generally in New Zealand has got stronger and stronger, and we do have a champion side in the New Zealand Touch Black mixed team, so yep, they're pushing that all the way.
Yeah, that's right, you beat the Aussies regularly in the mixed. And also there's been the talk today about Commonwealth Games perhaps, so you'd love to be involved with that.
Oh yes, so I think we all would, and I think they know that they've got a chance with the mixed side because it involves both genders, and it's something special to touch. No other sport can claim that, so I think they're going to push for that really hard.
One final question. You play for Canterbury, and yet today you've been in the Southland team. What's going on?
Canterbury unfortunately didn't put a side in this year for the NTS, so Southland needed some help, and I've gone down there to help them just so I can be a part of it myself.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for chatting with us, Liana. So Liana, talking about touch mixed and why it's so popular with people, and of course we're here at this inaugural tournament and we're getting ready for the big game. It's the grand final, a cup final, the first of 3 tournaments around the country over the next 3 weekends. It's Counties Manukau against Auckland. That's next.